In Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition, the Main is described as a 3-foot-tall demon resembling a pale, bloated corpse crawling in maggots and other carrion insects that feed on their flesh and in turn are used as food. Despite their form as a humanoid demon, they lack any real sentience, and were used solely as the fodder frontline soldiers in demonic attacks. They have an AC of 9 and 9 HP, with terrible stats even for their 1/8 challenge rating. They're resistant to cold, fire, and lightning damage, as well as being immune to poison damage or being poisoned, frightened, or charmed. They have a single claw attack that has a damage potential of 2 to 8. As a DM, I would use the mains as their lore suggests, as the fodder for a more powerful demon or as hurdles for players that are fighting through a dungeon. On their own, they make a very lackluster encounter with only a single attack each, but for a lower level party or even a medium level party, they can make an otherwise easy or mid difficulty encounter much more difficult by swarming players or blocking melee players from reaching their demon master. I would have them surrounding players, targeting whoever is closest or whoever their master tells them to strike, giving each other advantage and trying to beat players to death. In ancient Roman mythology, the mains were beings thought to represent the souls of dead Romans and were often linked to local domestic cults or personal family shrines or grave sites, similar to many European and Asian deities or spirits attributed to specific areas or family bloodlines. The mains belong broadly to the De Inferi, which translates roughly to those who dwell below, and refers to the divine dead or those who have passed on from life to death. While they're put in the same category as the other divine dead, the mains were differentiated from the other De Inferi by the City of God Book 9, which reads, "Indeed that the souls of men are demons, and that men become lares if they are good, lemures or larvae if they are bad, and mains if it is uncertain whether they deserve well or ill." This seems to indicate that all souls are demons until they are judged good or evil by the gods or God, at which point they are transformed. Despite all of this, the term main actually comes from the word manus, meaning good, and a great many ancient Roman tombstones include the letters DM, which are short for dis manibus, which translates roughly to 2 or 4 the mains, indicating that the soul of the body interred was to be presented to the mains or other spirits of the dead. The mains were also offered blood sacrifice, and it's theorized now that the original purpose of gladiatorial games was to offer literal blood to the spirits of the dead, as well as to provide brutal entertainment for the living. In comparing the monster to the myth, we find that the D&D creature leans heavily on the demonic, evil aspect of the mains. Instead of treating them as wayward souls, the mains are twisted souls confined to the abyss, transformed into mindless servants who may one day gain enough energy or power to become true demons all on their own. If you enjoyed that video, please leave a like and comment below, and consider subscribing to the channel. You can also join the Patreon for $1 a month to access videos days before they're posted here, as well as other exclusive stuff like short stories, videos, and more.